Hello everybody, my name is Chris and this is the Innova Advantage where we go over all things OBD2 and anything car related. Now, in today's episode, we will go over 2 common questions we get from customers relayed to our customer service team all the time. The first of which is, what is the difference between the 5610 and the 5160 RS? The answer will shock you, so stay tuned for that. And secondly, we'll go over common MIL lights. MIL stands for malfunction indicator lamp. So we'll go over these common MIL lights that may show up on your dashboard. Just a quick run through to what each light means and what you should look out for with each light on the dash. So sit tight and learn a thing or two. If at any time you have any questions, please feel free to chime in and we'll try our best to answer your questions here on our live program in a timely fashion. So let's pause for any questions we may have today. So, crickets? Thank everyone for joining today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel on our socials. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We also have a blog and a community with vast info automotive related. You also can go to our forum on Innova.com where you can answer questions or submit any ideas you may have for future products. Okay, so let's get the show on the road. Our first topic today, the 5160 RS versus the 5610. Now, we'll answer the old age question of what's the difference between the 5160RS and the 5610. I know since the dawn of time, everybody's wanted to know what is the difference between these two. Time and time again, we get this asked, and by customers over the phone, online, and in the retail space. And I'm here to let you know, get ready, drum roll, for all that the difference between these two Innova scanners is, here we go, absolutely nothing. There are really no differences. That's right, folks. These two scanners harvest the same features and the same capabilities. So why different model numbers, colors, etc.? Well, the answer is, I just answered one right there. It's the colors are the difference. So the answer to the simple is simple. Why not? No, actually, as you can see, the colors are different, but the biggest difference, these models were developed to be sold regionally and to specific stores. So if you're at AutoZone here in the States, they sell the 5160 RS. If you go to Summit Racing, they sell the 5160 RS. Yeah, if you're at O'Reilly's, Advance Auto, or you're at Napa, maybe Jegs online, they sell the 5610. eBay may have both. In Canada, you'll have the 5160 RS as well. So there you go, folks. That's the secret. Currently, the 5160 RS is sold in AutoZone, like I said, and the 5610 is sold in other major retailers like Advance and O'Reilly's. So that's the only difference. This is our flagship product. Now, feature sets and usability are completely the same. Just remember to always check our coverage checker on Innova.com to make sure the special relearning functions, bidirectional tests, and all the advanced features will support your specific vehicle by year, make, model, and engine size. These are great for diesel vehicles as well. So remember, check in the coverage checker and trying to get the live data or administer bidirectional features to your car. Both of these scanners will be awesome for that. Let's see, questions, anybody, questions? Updates are free, just to let everyone know. Again, if you don't have any questions now, or you don't feel like presenting a question on our live show, you can go to our forum on Innova.com. Who's Mad Punky? Hey, Mad Punky. Do both of these scanners support RS2? I'm assuming yes. The RS2 app, yeah. The RS2 app is supported by both tools. It is optional. It is a supplemental resource, meaning you don't need to use it. It does provide fixed information based off your codes and predicted maintenance and other goodies like that. You have another question. Oh, you're excited about these tools, huh? So, yeah, updates are free for each scanner. And matter of fact, they only go up to 22 as of now, as of me speaking, but there's going to be an update within the next couple weeks to bring them up to 2023. And then eventually, at the end of the year, we're going to get them around every 6 months apart. Our tools are never going to be fully up to this date just because vehicles are still covered under that 2-year vehicle factory warranty. Our actually updates used to be 2 years apart, but now they're a year, a little over a year, but we'll get them to 6 months apart. Does that answer your question, Mad Punky? Oh, have a good one, sir, or ma'am. So, now, let's see if we have any other questions. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so no other questions. Now that we finally put this age-old question to bed, everybody's always wanted to know, them and their brother, what's the difference between these two? So now, there you go. Same tools, different colors, different retailers. Now, next thing here on the show, we want to help anyone watching identify some of the mysterious MIL lights, or again, MIL stands for malfunction indicator light, that may flash or stay steady or intermittently on your dashboard. This hopefully will alleviate any mystery you may have or stress about those dashboard icons. Now, first one up to bat, the low tire pressure. Now, this is a common as well, and you see this up there. There's no reason to fret right away. This symbol right here, as you can see on the screen, the low tire pressure, if you encounter one of these lights on your dashboard, usually one of your tires or more is running low on air, and you got to go get that pounds per square inch, that PSI back up there. So you can look on the side of your vehicle to see what is the recommended PSI for your tire. So it's on the driver's side door if you open it on the inside, or in the service manual. So remember, if you encounter one of these lights on your dashboard, it's basically indicating you have to apply air in one of those tires. Usually by your door, there's the label, like I had said. Sometimes, if it's further than that, it could be a sensor, where our Innova 5610 or our Innova 5510 can pick up that information, and our dongle as well. So that's a common one. Another one is the engine oil warning light. So when you see this light light up on the dashboard, when it's illuminating, it means that the oil pressure in your vehicle's engine has dropped, and you need to take action immediately. You're low on oil, obviously. If you continue to drive with this light on, you may cause serious damage to your vehicle's engine, because if you got a leak or a hose that's busted right open, then yeah, it could be a big problem. Next one is also a big issue, is the coolant warning light. If you see this symbol, it means your coolant level in your radiator is low. Again, could be a leak, busted hose. If there's a fault with this sensor, you need to get it replaced right away. It could be the engine coolant thermostat. Our 5210 and above tools can monitor that information through live data even before the light's on. So if you have a sneaky suspicion something's not up, is not going right, before it happens, you can monitor that. So make sure you fill up your coolant into the coolant reservoir, or check the sensors to see if there's any damage. Now, a tip for filling up your radiator is, if you don't have any coolant, you know you can use water. So the next one, another dangerous light I like to bring up, is the limp mode light, which is another bad one. When you got the limp mode light come on, usually it could just be an engine light. It just looks like a block, half white, half black. It's filled in. But usually all your lights are blinking on there. Your check engine light's flashing, other lights are on. Limp mode prevents your car from shifting into further gears. Hence the word limp mode. It's like your vehicle's limping along. It will also disable non-essential components. So if you got that going on where all the lights are lit up on there, make sure you get that to the repair shop right away. If you got one of our scan tools, like the dongle or the 5510 or above, you can read your transmission fluid temp, or the 5410 or above, you can look at your transmission module and see if there's any codes in there. Usually they'll be in check engine. Anyways, we'll get to the next one, which is battery light. Now this is pretty common. So, well, actually, after the battery light, I'll go back to that one. The one is pretty common, the battery light. So if you see the battery lights on, you usually have an issue with your battery. So just check that. You can use the 5210 or above to do a battery alternator test. Another one, obviously, is very important, is the ABS brake warning light. The common reasons this may come on are malfunctions of the ABS module. You may have a loose connection. One of the ABS wheel sensor modules is off. You have low levels in the brake fluid reservoir, broken wheel speed sensors, or the system is turned off. Other than the ABS light, it's also traction control, VSP, ESP light. So the most common of all, last but not least, check engine. Now, the reason you get this is the reason we made our tools for check engine. If you live in a state with smog, you got to pass a smog test to get your car registered. Check engine codes usually just reduce the power of your engine, bad gas mileage, and the reason why these come on can range from various things from a P.3 to a transmission code to a cylinder misfire code, P.3 And this dreaded check engine light usually easy to fix, easy codes. So when the light comes on, like I said, it's a multitude of issues. So to clearly identify the reason, you may want to consider purchasing any of our Innova scan tools. But with the 5610, if you get certain crankshaft position sensor codes or where you need to erase a code, didn't do a relearning, this is where this will come in handy, where you can erase a specific code like that, and then you can do the relearn yourself. Oh, no, just pausing for questions, nothing else right now. How's everyone else doing today? So again, since this light can indicate almost every connected component in your car, it will be most important to own an OBD2 scanner. Oh, Punky, man, you're asking all the questions today. So your check engine light has been blinking, not bad. Okay, good thing you brought that up. That's not common. When your check engine light is blinking, that is bad, because it usually means heavy cylinder misfire. So if you get a scanner and pick up multiple misfires or one or more, then yeah, you got a bad cylinder misfire. You should not drive your vehicle when the check engine light's flashing, because it could also be a limp mode issue. So if you got the check engine light flashing, if you have a code scanner, plug it in right away, get the code. You can use our app to let you know the severity of it in detail, and then you can also schedule to repair pal with your nearest mechanic. Oh, you're welcome, Matt Punky. You have any other questions? If not, have a good one. Okay, so that's going to do it for our program today, folks. Before we leave, we wanted to do a quick code breaker for you. Today's code breaker. If this code shows up on your scanner, it's the P0420. The 420 code signals a low catalyst system efficiency. Now, a lot of people jump the gun right at thinking it's a bad catalytic converter, which hopefully it's not, because that'd be the most expensive fix. It could be a fuel injector, it could be a misfire, it could be a lot of things. It could just be the O2 sensor. So this code could suggest that the O2 sensor levels are below the desired threshold in bank 1. So that's going to be, and then which most often results from problems with your car's exhaust or fuel system. It can sometimes be tricky to diagnose. That's why live data, if you know how to read live data, is real handy, so you can look at your oxygen sensor voltage as it fluctuates. So if you get this code in your scanner, it may be best to get a professional technician's advice to see what the next steps are to clear this code from your car so you can pass emissions tests. If you don't have emissions, that doesn't matter as much, but still, if you get a bad cat, it could cause all kinds of issues. So I'd like to thank, again, everyone for joining us today. Mad Punky. And again, this is a weekly program, so make sure to tune in, again, next week, Tuesday, same time, to catch our next episode where we discuss and answer your Innova scanner questions and anything automotive related. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel on our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We also have a blog and a community with vast info automotive related. We have our forums where you can ask questions and leave suggestions. And we have our Help Scout articles to help you do DIY things.